Howdy ho! I wanted to show you what you would do after you air layered your plant. So I've got this really cool fibrosum that's probably mislabeled. It's probably not a fibrosum. Yeah, so the thing is I air layered it and now we're like, what do we do? So we're gonna see what we do. Air layering, I'm just gonna tell you right now, it's super, super simple. And a lot of plants just wanna do it. Like they're gonna do it even if you don't provide the right environment.
Okay, so there it is. See that little guy right there? That wants to be a root. So it's just gonna start growing. Especially now that it's nice and warm out, it wants to grow. If you give it some moss and keep the moss moist, it's going to grow into the moss and you will have roots, and you can just basically pot it up into the moss. So that's what I did over here. This plastic baggy stuff looks kind of ridiculous. So this is also a plant that had some root rot. And I just went ahead and decided to air layer 2 nodes. It kind of looks messy actually because I already unwrapped it just to check, because I wanted to check. So we're gonna now look again at what I already looked at. Okay, come on.
First step, after you've air layered and you've waited a week or two or something like that, open up the baggie. Carefully, sometimes use scissors very delicately. You're like accidentally gonna chop your root off. That's sad. Then you'll be mad at yourself, which is not a great idea. Don't want to do things that make you mad at yourself. There's the node right there. And there were already teeny tiny little aerial roots. So I baggied up that section with the node and taped it. I like to use the saran wrap that's like self-cling. It sort of works better. Here you can see a root. I will just leave this as it is. Below that, theoretically, there is another, there it is, another node with roots, and they've grown into here. So you might ask, oh look, there's a root. I love roots so much. Sometimes I feel like I love them more than the plants. That's not true. Okay, so now you might ask, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do now? I'm gonna show you. And you basically just want something sharp. X-Acto knife is awesome, but I couldn't find mine. They're wet. I shouldn't have touched it. Anyways, I sprayed it with hydrogen peroxide. Just, you know, makes it a little bit more sterile. So this leaf is connected to this node. This leaf is connected to this node. So theoretically, I've got a couple different leaves on the stem. Does that make sense? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop. I'm gonna leave a little bit of stem, and I'm gonna chop here like so, like this. Hey! Yeah, so, I mean, those scissors weren't super sharp, kind of squished it a little bit. Which, I mean, it's okay. The plant's gonna be fine. But what I'm gonna do is, what I always like to do, is I like to let this sit out for a little bit, just to callus a little bit. Once it's kind of brown, it's starting to callus, and then I think it's fine to pot up. So I'll see you in a little bit, once this is a little bit calloused up. Right, and it's all roots, by the way, which is cool. Okay, but before I see you in a little bit, I'm gonna chop up this one. So this one's gonna be here, and it's always a little bit sad, I don't know, scary to chop, but also fun. So look, I've got 3 plants now. 1, 2, 3. 3 plants. So that's great. And one of them I am going to sell, this one. Maybe I'll sell 2 of them and keep one for myself. So yeah. All right, just a couple more notes about air layering. You don't want your moss wet. Sopping wet is always bad. So squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. You
want it damp. You want to wrap that plastic around. Make sure that it's sealed, because if it's not sealed, it's gonna dry out. I don't know, that's what happens. So wrap it and then tape it, or whatever you gotta do to make it stay. Don't use a stapler, probably a bad idea. All right, so that's pretty much the video. If you want more information, I don't know, leave a comment. Did I do okay? Did I not do okay? Thumbs up, thumbs medium, thumbs down. I don't know, it's been a while since I made a video. Am I rusty? I don't know. Do people care? Nobody cares. Okay. Anyways, take care. And of course, subscribe. And even if you didn't like the video, because why not? I mean, it's not gonna hurt you. Just kidding. Okay, see you later. Bye.